Hello everyone, Namaste, and welcome to yet another episode of Sankalan podcast series. In this series, we invite our alumni, that means alumni of Shanti Business School, Ahmedabad, and we discuss with them their career trajectory, their future plans, and of course, we also learn from them so that we can offer the best practices, best education to our students here at Shanti Business School PGDM program. So, in this tapestry, today I have with me Miss Saijal Shrivastava, just left inside to me. Saijal is alumna of 2021-23 cohort, if I'm not wrong. She got placed from campus in one edtech company known as Stempedia. Now, what is Stempedia? What is Sajal's role there? How Sajal has grown in her career in these 2-3 years, and what are her future plans? We will discuss all these things in this interaction with Miss Saijal Shrivastava. She comes from Uttar Pradesh, if I'm not wrong,
Yes.
Prayagraj, Uttar
Yes.
Pradesh. And in 2021, she took admission in Shanti Business School, communication specialization. So, welcome, Sejal, to
Thank
your
you so much,
alma
sir.
mater. And
Thank
we are
you.
so happy to have you on campus this pleasant Saturday.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be back here.
Oh, that's great. And how are you feeling currently?
I'm feeling really good. It's kind of a nostalgia that brings me back. When I specifically enter the campus, every time I come on campus, it's nostalgia, library, classrooms, and it reminds me that how I used to be a student of Shanti Business School, and it was very amazing.
Fantastic. So, Sejal, we would like to know your SBS journey now first, and then how you have grown in Stempedia so far.
So I started back in 2021. I particularly remember you took my interview for admission.
Okay.
And you asked me this question, what does mean median mode? That's how it started. And then since then, when I entered SBS campus, it was very lavishing, first time entering into a business college, seeing what all going on here, meeting your seniors and everything. But SBS has, you know, groomed me really well in understanding the industry. And when I went for an internship in Stempedia, which was, of course, a campus hiring, I particularly know everyone, including my teacher, my subject teachers. Everyone was so helping. Whenever I was having this minor inconvenience, they used to help me out. That how you have to do this, how you have to do that in your internship. Particularly being in touch, all your mentor that has been assigned to you, they were in touch constantly. That what is going on, how is your internship, how is everything. And then I secured a pre-placement offer from Stempedia. I joined them as marketing associate, and after 1 year, I got promoted as brand and communication manager. Majorly, I'm handling all their brand services, be it performance marketing, be it ATL, BTL, or in fact, international event marketing as well. I hosted 2 international events in Dubai and Doha. So that's how it is going on.
Oh, that's great. So started from Prayagraj to Ahmedabad to Dubai, Doha,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
Right. So in your current profile at Stempedia, can we go in detail what you do basically?
If I talk about how, let me tell you how I started and what all things I'm doing right
Okay.
now. Right. When I joined as digital marketing intern, that was my first role in Stempedia. I used to handle 2 major projects. One was the International Innovation Fest that they're having, and one was an educator boot camp, you can say, for an edtech community where teachers used to come and upskill themselves. I used to handle their social media and their website development. That was 2 months project. Then they saw me and they extended my internship. Now I started taking up bigger roles, like managing partnership communication and making assets, and how we can go into the market, penetrate ourselves, build a narrative around our brand. Then I joined as marketing associate, where I got into technical stuff as well, like website building, website designing, UI UX of app, if you can put it that way, content marketing, specifically how to build a content around your brand, that particularly people remember you not for your product, but for what kind of story that you are giving them. And then my transition to brand and communication roles. Now I handle international partner marketing, brand building, brand management, content strategy, website, and in fact, the webinar and events that are going on, the small events of penetrating into the market, that all I'm handling right now.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So much depth
Yes.
in the profile. So currently brand and communications manager at Stempedia.
Yes.
So for our viewers, can you explain the business model of Stempedia in simple way?
In simpler way, Stempedia is an edtech brand. I'll give you a simple story to understand what we are doing. So right now, state boards, CBSE boards, or All India Education Council have given schools a curriculum that should integrate skill subjects like AI, coding, yoga, or any other skill subject which we didn't used to have. And now, since the school is integrating those kind of technical subjects, they need something to integrate such curriculum into the holistic environment. Now they need hardware, they need software which can teach students coding, AI, robotics, and then they need curriculum as well, books as well, which can teach them. Stempedia is a solution provider. We provide all this solution to the edtech market, be it a school, be it an activity center, be you are a B2B model or B2G model. We even supply this to government as well so that they can, deploy it into the government schools as well. And if you are an individual who are interested in learning AI, coding and robotics, then you can purchase our kits, use our softwares and curriculum, and all those DIY things are available to you. So it is a DIY hub of hardware and software, and we majorly collaborate with B2B and B2G sectors, and now we are expanding ourselves into B2C market as well. So we have a product for B2C market now available on Amazon and all other e-commerce like FirstCry, Flipkart and everything.
Okay, so it's do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Learning by doing.
Yes. Hands-on activity,
Student,
PBL.
okay. So student actually immersing himself or herself in creating something.
Yes.
That's quite interesting. So, for example, if this question is related to all the management aspirants, you see admission season is going on in full swing.
Yes.
If somebody is planning to go for PGDM, what he or she should do in the 2 years of the PGDM program in order to have a frictionless, flawless start in the corporate career?
I would recommend that you follow your books, you follow your syllabus, everything is there, but SBS teaches you something out of the box and something out of the curriculum, which is building your personal brand. I particularly remember that every mentor or every teacher here told us to build your personal brand because it is very important. That is how you're going to put yourself out. That is how the company is going to know you. And while building the personal brand, I learned about 3 skills that everyone should have. This is very particular. First is narrative building. It is very easy to learn how to run an ad. It is very easy to sell a product if you understand the consumer, but it is very difficult to sell a story because the story remains with the consumer throughout the brand. That's how we remember Nestle. That's how we remember, Maggie, Kit Kat, or any other brand because there is a story associated to it. Learn how to tell a story. Learn building a brand, and that starts when you start building yourself as a personal brand. Second is agility. I particularly see that marketing and technology for that matter is a domain where things changes very rapidly, weekly or even daily. You should be able to pivot yourself, and for that you should be able to understand what is going on in the market, connect with people, connect out of the college, connect out of the industry, try to know, have cross platform collaboration, that what is going on in the industry, talk a lot and read a lot. And third, I would say, is building soft skills, like that is also like how you present yourself, how calm you are, and how observing you are. Observing and listening is very important because a books will tell you how to do a task, but it's you who would actually operate it. So for operating it, it's very important to understand core and basics of it. Observation, listening, and then making the decision is very important.
So learn to take decisions. during
Yes.
2 years of your PGDM, and decision making skills will come from multiplicity of factors. It includes your soft skills, it includes your ability to tell a story, and it includes your ability to structure a narrative.
Structure analytics, yes.
So that is something unique point of view. If somebody is planning to go for PGDM, especially in the domain of marketing and communications, so any specific thing, activity, or any initiative which you have taken during your 2 years of PGDM at Shanti Business School?
Uh, I remember brand building activities that we used to, assign as a student. We were very scared to go on the ground and, conduct these activities. But there are small, small activities that SBS give you as an assignment. I remember we were given an assignment in which we have to collect data survey. And for that, you have to go to these small businesses and understand what kind of business they are doing, how they operate, and collecting data that what is selling, what is not selling, how you guys market yourself, even for a small general store also. How do you do that? Firstly, it was very difficult. We used to think that, while we go at the peak time of when they're having customer, how will they treat us? But then SBS will groom you in such a way that how you should communicate with people, how you should be telling a story, how you should be coordinating with things. And when we did it on ground, it was an experience. Like, you understand the mindset of consumer.
Okay.
You understand how these businesses operates. For running a big empire, for understanding a big businesses, you should understand its core, like how it starts, what was the thinking behind it, how the consumers are behaving. One is this task. And then I remember particularly for entrepreneurship, we were given a project in which we have to create a full-fledged business model from
Okay.
the scratch to how you will execute it. And of course, the winning people were getting some sponsorship for their business implication as well. And in that, we build in business model, we build pain points, consumer behavior study, and how we will execute it. We build a website, we build everything, sponsors pitch and everything. And when now I reflected back, remember I was working on a sponsorship deck for one of our international events, and that came into my point that what am I missing in this deck, what is something which is not making it complete. And then I remember particularly from that entrepreneurship model that USP is missing. That's how you make your deck complete, that what we are offering which anyone else in the industry is not offering. These small practices that we have done in college has rooted us in a way that now we are handling this business model and cracking big clients. So yes.
So that is the thing. One project, multiple learnings.
Multiple learnings, yes.
In-depth learning out of
In-depth
the
learnings
project.
and industry level and exposure-based learning. That is
Exposure-based
what
learning.
SBS has given us.
So since now you have invested 2-3 years in corporate,
Yes.
if a PGDM aspirant comes to you and asks you what I should do before I enter in a PGDM class, what kind of preparation I should do, so what will be your suggestion?
Very basic. I won't tell you anything very big or very complex. Just be good at your presentation skills. Read a lot. When you read a lot, you gain a lot of knowledge. And just try to be calm and composed. Listen to the people before making a decision or before answering anything. That is enough for your survival. And apart from that, be specific in which domain you want to go, because
Okay.
taking long-term decision, it starts very small. I was very particular that I'm interested in brand building, advertising, and then from the very first day I was very rigid about taking marketing communication. That kind of mindset you have to be prepared of. So if you are interested in any kind of background, try to do research about it, that you want to be in there or not. Try, just don't see the good things. Try to see the complex, bad and ugly things as well, because that's how you will know whether you would be able to survive and sustain that thing or not.
Okay, so read, observe, and then respond. No reaction, just respond thoughtfully. Now, why this PGDM communication specialization? I mean, in Shanti Business School, we offer PGDM communication specialization. So, what is there in it? what a student will gain out of it?
Uh, Talking about myself, I started with multiple roles. I did BD,
Mm-hmm.
I did finance, I did HR.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something missing around all of three. I don't know what, but there was something missing. Then I particularly tried out social media with an NGO. And it was something that uh, pushed me to go into the market, talk with people, what problems they're having,
Mm-hmm.
understanding what my company, what my brand is doing, and what kind of pain point it has, and then narrating a story around it.
Okay.
And that is what has given me some kind of adrenaline rush, that this is something I really want to do. I want to see the bigger picture into it, around the people, creating content and developing content, building brand narratives, because then it started clicking me that, because that's how I remember particular brands. I don't remember the product maybe, but I remember that rhythm, that lyric, that logo, that something associated with the brand. And now, if you see multiple domains, multiple brands, we don't know the name of the brand, but the product is the identity, because that's how
Okay.
they built a brand. Every noodle is Maggie for us. You are eating Maggie. So that's how the brand built its narrative, and that is what I wanted to do. And when I came to Shanti Business School, I remember studying all the brochure content and particularly focusing on what is there in communication. Everything was there, be it digital marketing, which is also known as performance marketing, high level, and be it brand building, be it understanding the consumer, or working around social media, or preparing pitch decks. Everything is there. Live internship, live projects, industry level exposure. They will even, SBS has told me how to write a content, and SBS has told me how to build a company. Everything is there, and that's how you will gain from communication as well. If you don't know anything, don't worry, SBS is there for you. Because I remember, I didn't know anything. I just had a 2 month internship experience. They
Mm-hmm.
told me everything, from technical SEO to writing something, a one liner logo that will be there in the minds of people. Everything I've learned from here.
Oh, I'm so euphoric right now, listening so many words of appreciation from our distinguished alumna. So a product gets manufactured in factory and brand gets manufactured in the mind of consumer. Communication specialization at SBS, we try to teach how you influence the mind of consumers and at a broader level, the stakeholders. Sejal, last question to you. What is your message to the vibrant SBS community and those who are going to start their PGDM with Shanti Business School?
To all the new student managers who are starting, don't be afraid to doing small things for achieving big wins, because you start very small, you keep on learning and grooming, and then you win big. And when you enter the college, stay in touch with your mentor, with your alumni, because they are living library of experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And connect with a lot of people. Be very particular with learning. Don't focus on getting placed. Of course, that should be your focus, but initially it should not be your focus. Initially your focus should be learning everything, gaining exposure, because then you will get what you dreamed of. That's it.
So, learning with utmost focus is something which will take you to your objective, will fulfill your purpose of career. So, best of luck and thank you, Saijal Shrivastava, for
Thank
your
you, sir.
precious time.
Thank you for
You
having me.
are here on campus, you are spending time on campus, and it's really a euphoric to meet you. A wonderful feeling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And friends, very soon we will release yet another episode with another distinguished alumni of Shanti Business School, Ahmedabad, under Sankalan series. Thank you. It's time to sign out. Dhanyavad.